Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the PerfectDraft boat. And this kind of heavy, especially when oh, Jesus. Right, good afternoon. It's almost good evening, but it's getting kind of dark here, so I thought I better get this one done, better I? Put this light on here, hold on. But it won't make a lot of difference, I don't think. Nah. Right, so what we're doing here, we're doing a 50-50 with the Hertog Jam Bock and the Stella Bottles. So, and we're calling it a Stella Bock. So, I'll firstly disappear here. My staff is there, by the way.
Giggling in the background.
Being annoying in the background. We did a 50-50 already. Oh, blimey. We did a 50... I'm having a bad time here, people. We did a 50-50 already, but it... with the Hertog, so it was Hertog Bell. So there's that one.
The original and the Bock. No, you can't do it.
Okay.
That's what happened last time you did one of these.
Yeah, no, but I did it the other way around. So this time, I put the Bock in first. Okay, so there you see. Nice good head, nice bit of Bock. So now on the Stella. There we go. Oh God, please. She's doing well. Oh, that's the one. No thanks down there. Oh shit.
It'd be making me clean that machine later.
Look at that. There, I've done it. Hey. Right, so we've done it. Oh.
Okay, so actually I'm going to turn this round a wee bit.
Get a shot of that, just in case, because I know we've got a thumbnail that SJ's done, but it would be really handy to have a shot.
I can do that.
Because that looks decent, doesn't it?
It does.
I'd say the first one kind of
Okay, got it.
went a little bit wrong.
So the whole concept of mixing up 50-50, we listened to Dan from Beerhawk.
We listened to Dan, God knows why. We're not that bright.
And it kind of resonated a little bit with something we'd heard when we was on tour in Munich.
We think it came back from April when someone said, but it was about Weissbier. It wasn't about what Dan's mentioning with the headies and the pills.
Because we really wanted to go, like you say, with the Weissbier. I was a little bit worried because we're on tour, I don't want to get absolutely plastered. And they said, do a 50-50.
Well, yeah, that's what we think they said. But we're half plastered anyway.
So
that was the famous day, you see, when we did the AB InBev tour in the daytime, got hammered, fell asleep for an hour.
Pints, yeah.
We went back out and did the Paulana tour, which...
yeah, it was heavy going, but it was all great fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a concept that really needs exploring.
Yeah, and leave it to us. We're like your guinea pigs, you see. Now, for me, the Bock, if you, on your nose, the Bock is obviously totally overriding the Stella. But one thing that this will do, we're at 6.5%, which does put people off. One thing, obviously, if you don't want the stronger lager, what this will do is take it down a little level, because obviously you've got a half of 5% and a half of 6.5. It tasted all right to me with the Hertog the other night. If you check back that video,
I found her like just watering it down a little bit. I didn't
well,
enjoy
yeah,
it too
in
much.
effect you are, aren't you? But you're going to take some of the guts of it out. But give that a try. See if the Stella goes with it. That smells good. I didn't mind the other one. I say I did cheat. If you watch that video and topped it up with a little bit more Bock later on, and then it was absolutely spot on. But I'd say you were going on 70-30 rather than 50-50.
Do you know what? I'm getting a kind of spiciness from this
Yeah. And
that
I'll tell you what.
didn't
Yeah.
get initially from.
On the Hertog face of the Hertog 50/50,
Yeah.
on the first impressions, that's pretty
That's
good.
better.
You've got your Bock is obviously overwriting the Stella. It's always going to, isn't it? But you know what? They're going in well. I think they're.
I'm getting a little bit of pepper. I'm getting a little bit of what is that other flavour that I'm getting?
That's not like.
Okay, you got a nice soft sweet maltiness, and I think that probably is coming from the Stella. That is getting followed on by a little bit of spiciness,
Yeah.
a little bit of fruit, maybe plum or something like that.
Yeah, your Bock, your main flavour is still your Bock, but it
Yeah.
hasn't. I don't know how to explain this. We've only ever done one of these. It hasn't like it felt like on the Hertog one. It felt like you took the guts out of it.
Yeah,
This is still.
It felt watery. To be
Yeah,
fair.
well, I didn't think it was that bad, but it wasn't. You did notice a difference, and when I put a bit more Bock into it, it was better. With this one, it's got a lot more depth. There's a lot more going on in it, and the Stella's holding its own to it.
I think where the Stella has a kind of sweet malt kind of taste to it, it's adding something to this. So
Yeah,
you're getting
It's a
range.
lovely-
You're getting a range of flavours actually that are moving through your mouth, and you're getting. I don't know what he's doing. He's making some really weird noises.
what it is with this as well is. What is he doing? Where is he?
I don't know what he's doing.
He's having a funny spell. The little dog. I like that. Definitely. It's like.
I'm ending up with a kind of. I'm getting that flavour, the kind of raisin flavour.
There's a lovely, yeah, but you're left with a lovely.
You've got the sweet malt. You've got some fruit, the raisin, and everything else. There is a slight kind of bit of hoppiness on the end.
But then it ends really well balanced.
Yeah.
It's a really nice taste, and on that taste, you wanted more. I think so.
That
I think that's worked.
That has actually worked. I'd actually go on that one. I didn't think this one was going to work. I didn't have high expectations for it.
We've got Seabrook coming up next, and then we've got.
I'm wondering now if the Hawkston is going to make it a little bit too hoppy, because this has worked really well.
Yeah, it's just, let's say, it doesn't feel. It's worked a lot better than the Hertog. The Hertog for us didn't
For
go
me, it
unless
just-
you're doing 70. 70/30 was absolutely brilliant. I mean, I remember I loved the Bock, as is well documented, obviously over social media this week, and you know, like it or not.
Mr. I'll never drink dark beers.
Yeah, I know.
Loved it.
And I brought 6 kegs. You know, I was crazy, wasn't it, not to get 20% off it.
And how many times have I said to you, try it, you don't know what you like until you try.
And who went out and purchased 2 kegs of it? All right, one was for another YouTube reviewer, but because I liked it so much, mentioning no names, all being no idea, because he was away. So we were panicking that
It's actually good.
there might not be enough. So I purchased my 3, obviously I can't remember the other one. I think we've got Jezza again, didn't I? I don't know. That's irrelevant, isn't it? Yeah, I purchased the 3, and obviously I got one for Bazza because in case it sold out by the time he got back. But of course, when he'd come back, you had Green Mountain. Obviously, he still has to catch up on Jezza, and obviously then he got his own Bock because I said, well, I don't mind keeping the second one.
You're rambling. He's rambling.
I'm not rambling, I'm
You
just
are, you're
explaining.
rambling.
Shut up, you plonker. Plonker, Rodney. Right, anyway, so yeah, I brought 2, and then I brought another 4. So I brought 6 kegs or something, and I don't think I've purchased 6 kegs of anything ever,
Royal.
barring, of course, the Frankie Royal. So yeah, I'm quite a Hertog Bock
And
fan.
here we go. He said, it's almost as good as Royal. Actually, I think it is as good as Royal.
No, I did not say that.
You
I
did.
said...
No, that's inside information.
That's actually wrong. What I actually said is it gives me a mellow buzz. Sometimes on Royal I start listening to Cayenne and I can be a complete menace, jumping around and being a dick. would be the word, like the wife is most of the time. But yeah, but and I find with the Bock, it really mellows me. I do panic when I sessioned on it the other day, but like I didn't get no hangover.
It is gonna get you drunk. Let's face it, it's stronger.
Yeah, I know, but
it is gonna get you drunk.
If a lot of people obviously where they've done the 50%, I wasn't fortunate
But for
enough.
such a dark drink, and they always say the darker the drink, the worse the hangover. Actually, with this drink, that's not true.
No, but remember, there's a lot of people obviously that have got 2 or more machines now. What I was going to explain before you rudely butted in about the deal the beer hall did. So obviously there was more people now, but a Stella, and a lot of people love Stella. You know that with the Bock, that's a yes.
Yeah, that gets a yes for me.
That's a definite yes. There's no point in doing a rating because it's just a yes or a no here, isn't it?
No, that is worth doing. If you want to water it down a little bit, you don't want it to be quite so strong. It actually works. That works. I didn't think it would.
Absolutely lovely.
But it does.
But yeah, and you could, you don't have to go to 50-50. You could go 70-30 in Stella's way. You know, it's the options are endless. I say we will do Jezza next with it, and at some point we'll do Camden, Hasselrada.
The options are limitless. You could try loads of different things for this.
And if you've got the kegs in stock, it's not costing you anything extra. Anyway, before I go, getting back to Hertog, Bock, and a lot of people are still unsure, despite us doing a full-on review. And that on our review, there's a fella called Joff Hall. He's given a really in-depth thing of it, and it's really worth reading. It might just look like an essay.
I'm a novice. I'm a novice compared to Joff. Joff knows so much. He's just like a fountain of knowledge for me. So when he comments or anything he says, I soak it up because he's so much knowledge. He knows his stuff.
You know, sometimes
it's well worth reading.
He's the sort of guy that he could give you some constructive criticism sometimes, because if you've got something wrong or he doesn't agree with something, he'll tell you. But if you listen to the way he's described the actual Hertog,
brilliant.
It's absolutely brilliant. He should be doing this.
Yeah,
he's
more qualified to do this than us anyway.
I think he'd do a little better than I don't actually think there's anyone. I don't think there's one YouTube beer reviewer with the knowledge of that
he's got. Yeah, Joff, you're absolute cracker.
I think he puts us...
carry on informing me. Carry on with your comments. I love it.
We can only learn off him, and I think he puts, as I say, the whole lot of us to bed.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, by a little bit, just a little bit though. But yeah, all I was saying, if you're unsure on the Hertog still, you're watching this, do read his comment. It's it's quite long-winded, but the detail he goes into is actually worth the read.
Yeah.
So thank you, Joe, for that. Thank you for watching this, people. Bonjour.